With Bengaluru beaten in the opener, Kerala Blasters turn their attention to Jamshedpur. They are looking to win their first two games in the ISL for the first time ever. And it is a real possibility. Last season's bad ending has turned into a fast, positive start at a captain's goal. And Jamshedpur could taste hell tonight. Scott Cooper and company looked like a solid unit in their opener, but this is a real test physically, mentally, and visually. Look around you. It's only yellow. Can the Red Miners dig deep? The rain has made way for a clear evening in Kochi. And welcome to Let's Football. Siju and Eric are with me as we get set for another exciting clash. And all due respect to Jamshedpur and their brilliant away record, but the Blasters are overwhelming favourites tonight.
Well, the rain gods have shown mercy to them as well. And the team is well rested, and it doesn't give them any other chance but to start as favourites. Eric, your thoughts?
Yeah, it's been a while since we could say that for the Kerala Blasters, but they had such a good performance in the last game. 2 home games to start the season. If they win tonight, they do something they've never done before, which is win their opening 2 fixtures.
This is the head-to-head record between Kerala Blasters and Jamshedpur, but whether that counts or not, we have to see, because this is a different Jamshedpur, Scott Cooper's Jamshedpur.
Yeah, it's new, it's fresh, it's full of new ideas as well, and I think they could be buoyed as well from their performance. Not being scared to go to the Salt Lake and get a result against East Bengal. Again, they're away from home, so they know the format in which they have to play with tonight, an away performance.
Well, we saw them in the first game, and they did give East Bengal a run for the money. And I am sure that's exactly what Scott Cooper wants to be done as well. We know their away form has been well. They next go home. So he's definitely wary, and he knows what he's doing up there.
What does it feel like when you go to Kochi for the first time?
Well, you don't want to go out on the pitch before the game, that's for sure. Because there's just so many people, there's so much noise, there's so much distraction. And for a lot of the new players for Jamshedpur and Scott Cooper, it's a baptism of fire. You have to block it out. You have to key in on what you're good at. Key in to your job on the park, because if you get distracted, you lose your head and they take over.
Well, lots of new players as well for the Blasters, and they've already endeared themselves to the Kochi faithful with that win against Bengaluru.
Absolutely, and that's exactly what they'll want tonight as well. They are back in huge numbers, and here's the home and away record for both Kerala Blasters and Jamshedpur. But hey, this is from the past. It's a new game today.
Yeah, and that man there on the left isn't on the pitch yet, and he is yet to come, Ivan Vukamanovic. So what has he put together tonight on the training pitch and allowed Frank Dolan to go out there and execute the plan? Is there a plan B as well, with so many players coming back?
So much trust required in that coaching staff, and these fans, as usual, up for it. It's wonderful when you play in yellow to have that, but when you're not playing in yellow or for the home team, it can be difficult. For the likes of Chima Chukwu, though, he is already trained mentally to figure this pitch out.
Yeah, and players like Stevanovic, who's played at Partizan Belgrade, some big clubs across Europe, it's not a difficult day for them. But for the younger players at Jamshedpur, and maybe an El Senior that's just come across to Indian football, you've just got to go out there and quickly forget about the crowd. But they're going to make some noise for this side.
So many players haven't yet even made it into selection for Kerala Blasters. There are big boys yet to come in. This is the formation, a 4-4-2. Sometimes it's a 4-4-1-1, given that Adrian Luna will be all over the place in a good way. But still no Leskovic, still no Rahul KP, still no Bryce. So much yet to come from this team.
Yeah, just like we started, that's saying that the depth that this team has. So I'm sure the Kerala Blasters fans are looking forward for another cracking of a game.
And there's a big change on the bench for the Kerala Blasters. Their key man, Diamantakos, is back in the reckoning. So look out for him in the second half. He's been training well, apparently.
Well, the man in charge on the touchline will be Frank Dowan. Eric Parthalu spoke with him a while ago.
Frank, the Blasters have never won their opening 2 fixtures to start an ISL season. How massive will that be if you can get 3 points tonight?
Yeah, it's important, of course. They never start with 2 victories in a row. So now we start good the last week, but I think today is a difficult opponent. We have to be good from the first minute, so yeah, everything can happen. But I think when we have the same level and the support from the supporters, I think we make a good chance.
You've got some big bodies to come back into the squad. There'll be huge competition for places. Is the coaching staff ready to have a plan B and a plan C?
Yeah, I think we had 10 days after the first game, so we trained a lot on different situations. So we have to prepare for different situations. So I think we did a good job, and hopefully we are ready for this game.
It's good to see Diamantakos back in the squad. Will he play some sort of role tonight?
Yeah, actually he will start on the bench because he had also a good week in training. So we know from last year he is very important for the team. So I think he's a big role. Also last year he scored 10 or 11 goals. So I think Dimi trained sharp this week, and maybe we need him. And I think he's ready for some playing minutes.
Thanks, Frank. All the best tonight.
Thank you.
Well, how difficult it is, or how different it is to not have a coach on the pitch side. We know that he's just assistant, and we know it's Ivan on the training ground, but as a player, how different it is.
Yeah, when your mentor or your motivator is not there on match day, it just changes the whole complexion. And you want to hope that that work is done the last couple of days on the training pitch that allows the players to get ready. But when there's a problem, when there's a key problem or a decision that needs to be made, that's where it can be problematic. And I think Frank Darwin, he's got a grip, you know, in the Super Cup, having to take the team as well. So he's used to leading this team by now.
Also for Vukomanovic, in a way, not being there. A little bit of lack of control, but he's having a lot of fun. A strike in one. Can do no wrong. Singing and humming a Malayalam song, the man has just adopted Kerala.
Is that also a message from him that wait and watch, he's going to come back soon, and that's his clean sheet right there, right? So I'm sure it's also a message to watch out that when he's back.
Yeah, it's good to see him walk into that bowling alley and play a good shot. I'm sure he's itching to get back amongst the team in Kochi, and there's a lot of leaders out there and they have to step up. Pritam Kotal is one of those players. He's going to be one of those players to watch out for, getting to the 150 club.
Incredible experience. Championship DNA, Pritam Kotal. And what this does now is that Ivan Vukomanovic has 4 centre-backs we've seen, and he can play them. He can go into a back 3. There's Pritam, there's Lesko, there's Drincic, there's Hormipam. And you remember the conversation in earlier seasons, no Lesko, no party. But at this point, he has the squad depth to tinker with the shape and with the team.
For me, this man's in the top 5 recruitments of the season, Pritam Kotal. He's just such a great leader. And I think Drincic is a foreign player that's younger. I think he comes to this club and he learns more from Pritam this year than he ever has done in professional football.
Well, another new player, of course, who cannot wait to play in Kochi is Ishan Pandita. Let's hear from him.
I think one thing I want to say is the last time I played in Kochi, I got a lot of stick, and I wouldn't say hate, but a little bit of, you guys know, for 90 minutes it was not the best experience. So this time I'm hoping that maybe you could give me some love now that I'm playing for Kerala. So I'm very excited to see the power of Manjapara.
Prabir and Luna are friends now, so I'm sure Ishan can have some love, and he's not even yet on the pitch, so not playing. I'm sure he's wanting to go out there and soak in this atmosphere.
I hope it doesn't feel like deja vu for Ishan Pandita. But there's your 11 for the Kerala Blasters. And Kwame Pepra continues up front with Adrian Luna. Can that combination work wonders? They didn't really score a goal from good play from themselves last week. It has to be said. 2 mistakes probably from Bengaluru. The only question mark on a very strong performance.
And of course, there's Ayman once again in the playing 11. For a 20-year-old playing in Kochi, and we all hope he can be here the rest of his life, but it's not going to be that way. But the learning process of playing alongside the likes of Adrian Luna, Diamantakos, Jeekson, Preetham, just being 20, being young, being on the pitch, it's fantastic to see the local boys still very much part of the Blasters and how they want to set up.
Now here's the visuals from the first game, the opening fixture, that's why they're high on confidence. Luna doing his job right there. But what you mentioned, Eamon, he's a fan favorite already, so I'm sure he can soak in the pressure and continue to do what he's doing.
Yeah, he's got young Vibin as well on the bench. The future is very bright for the Kerala Blasters, and just goes to show you Vukamanovic is not afraid to throw these types of players in the mix with players like Adrian Luna.
Adrian Luna, one more goal, and he will be level with CK Vinithan only behind Bartok Peche. The captain speaks.
Adrian, you had to wait 10 days since your opening fixture. You've seen all the teams play except for FC Goa. Does anybody surprise you? Does it fill you with confidence that Kerala can push for silverware this season?
Hey, mate. There is many teams that are playing really good. But as I always say, we have to focus in our team, in what we can do, what we can achieve. It's been a long wait for 10 days, but okay, we are ready, we are here, and of course, we will try to win and play a good football.
There was huge motivation to beat Bengaluru last week. How was the mindset today coming up against Jamshedpur?
What I want to see from the boys is the same mindset. We need to step out on the pitch and show the same hard work, the same commitment, the same passion, because we are wearing Kerala Blasters logo, so we have to try to win every game, to show the same commitment every game. So I expect that from our boys.
You're making a bit of a habit of scoring on opening days, Adrian. How important is that first goal going to be tonight?
I think it's important, because if you score first, you can manage the game in a different way. If you concede, so you have to change a little bit the plan of the game. So I hope that for us, we will score the first goal, sorry.
You've lost Prabhshukan Gill to East Bengal. Sachin had a good game last week. What advice have you given to him as captain?
Listen, to the young people, the young players, you have to give them confidence. Of course, they are human beings. They are going to make a mistake in some points, but we have to back them up. He and all the boys, the young boys, they have our confidence, they have our support, they have the support from the club, the support from the coach, and they feel good. They feel good, and if you feel good, you are going to perform on the pitch. So I'm happy for them, happy for all the young boys that play last game, and I hope that today they do a good job.
Thanks for your time, Adrian. All the best tonight.
All right, thank you, mate.
Well, now that's the fantasy team for Mr. Eric Parthalu. Eric, was that a cheeky question from you? Because Adrian Luna is your captain. Is that why you asked him about the goals?
What a stitch-up this is. Absolute stitch-up. It's a marathon, not a sprint, guys. But yeah, Adrian Luna, my captain. I am doubling down tonight. I hope he scores and gets 3 assists.
Nearly 70% of the fantasy teams have Adrian Luna in the side, and why not? Captain, double points, and absolutely worth it. And the man to stop for Jamshedpur. When he gets going, Adrian Luna, is difficult to stop him, but if there is one man who can do that, El Senior.
What a performance it was from the big man, just clearing everything. Positioning was outstanding, and it was a big reason why Scott Cooper's side came away with a point at East Bengal. And I think for this game, again, he's going to line up there with Pratik and Dimpoya. That back three is so progressive, and it's so forward-thinking from Jamshedpur. We haven't seen it in a while. Ricky, again, doesn't get a sniff in that formation. So Scott Cooper banking again that 3-4-2-1 formation will work for him.
Adventurous, and He likes to take a risk, Scott Cooper. We spoke with him about the game a while ago.
Scott, you played a back three away from home in your first game. That was a courageous move. We've not seen a Jamshedpur side take risks in the last few years. Is that something you see yourself continuing to do in places like Kerala and trying to get points?
Absolutely, Eric. I mean, I was saying to the team and the staff, we have to have things to build on, and if you don't go being proactive, you know, it's very difficult to build anything. And so we'll continue to take courageous steps, although you know, with a certain amount of caution with it. But yeah, absolutely, we'll keep doing that, because I think we have to discover how far we can push this team and what we can get from them, and put layers onto it. So we need to find out, and best time is in the early days.
You've got a replacement in for Sliskovic in Steve Ambry. Can you tell us a little bit more about him?
Yeah, sure. Steve comes to us. He's got a big experience from the French League 2. Different player than Peter. He's more of a slash-in, running type striker, which, you know, as you start working with a squad, you're in pre-season, you kind of sort of like look at things and think maybe we need this type. And so it was an opportunity more than anything, rather than a hindrance, to maybe you know, bring in something what I thought we needed at that time. And so Steve's going to come in. Hopefully he'll be here very soon, maybe available for the next game. And I think he's going to bring that insertion of pace and penetration, that all-important thing in football.
Chukwu and Stevanovic, is there more needed in terms of a relationship on the pitch? Are they playing close enough to each other, you think?
You know, it's a good question. I mean, last game it was a little bit sort of like new to each other, and you know, Chima came in late to the pre-season because of visa issues, and so they were still getting to know each other. Chima's, I think he would admit himself, he's not 100% match fit, and so they've got to do a little bit better with sort of like trying to understand each other at a faster pace. But at the same time, we've got to be patient. And as I've said, there's development in this team. There's a lot of development, but we need to be brave with what we're doing, and we will be again tonight.
Thanks for your time. All the best tonight.
Cheers. Thanks, Eric.
Courage, caution, bravery, layers. He's got some good words in there. What does that mean, though?
Yeah, layers just means there's more to add week in, week out. And I think for Jamshedpur, that's key. It's not being stagnant and just sitting there. It's about keep moving forward in this formation as well. Very different, this formation, isn't it?
Well, we did speak about Elsino some time back, and a bit of a flavor of George Michael there with that hearing. So I'm hoping to see him more often, because he was a very key player against East Bengal last time. So yeah, really looking forward if he can do that again tonight in that crowd.
It just seems like this is a side from Jamshedpur that is willing to take a risk. And maybe the likes of Elsino also allow them to do that. Manzoro also, you know, picking things up in the middle of the park.
That back three, you've got three rocks, Pratik, Elsinho, Dinpuya. And why it works, you've got players like Imran Khan and Bala on that side. You know, Mohan Bagan have the same thing with Liston Colasso and Manvi. You've got to have those types of players that just complement each other. And that's what he's talking about, adding layers. It's complementing each other. Alan, you and a few others in your side are playing in Kochi tonight for the first time. It can be an intimidating environment, extremely loud, and it can be hellish for 90 minutes if you don't get a good start. Have you talked about silencing the crowd?
Yeah, sure. In my opinion, I mean, football without fans is like other sport, and I had that fortune luck that I was playing in through my football career in many clubs, like where was fans very close to the club, and if you ask me, I prefer like every game that will be like a stadium full and of fans and a great atmosphere. So to be fair, I think me personally and my team, we can't wait that for kickoff tonight.
Yeah, it would have been crazy at Partizan Belgrade, I'm sure. Are you still finding your rhythm with Chimachukwu alongside you? How do you feel playing with him up top?
Yeah, sure. Yes, it's new staff, new coach, a lot of new players, so for sure we need more time that we know each other better. But we had good pre-season. We work hard, and I'm sure that if we keep this level of work, determination, that we will get better, like from every next game.
These games on the big stages call out for composure, especially inside the 18-yard box. Do you see yourself being the hero tonight? Have you already imagined scoring the winner?
Yeah, we had this 3-4 days to prepare this game. Like every game, I think we know where we can make some problems to opposite team. So we need to be smart, we need to be patient, we need to be aggressive, and on the end of the game we will see where we are.
Thanks for your time, Alan. All the best.
Thank you, all the best.
Well, sometimes when a new player like Stevanovic comes in, it's easy to get carried away with the excitement of his CV. There's an unsung hero in there. Pranay Halder, very neat and tidy in that first game. He is a very important player for Jamshedpur.
Absolutely, it's an all-important game, and here's where you can watch it all in all these channels in all different languages. But when Preetham Kotal we talk about so much, we have to look at Pranay Halder leading the team of Jamshedpur, because I feel that's what he brings the leadership into it, right? So definitely looking forward. An exciting team as well from Jamshedpur, especially from the last season.
Yeah, and neat and tidy sometimes. Very quickly we jump onto Pranay and criticism, but hopefully he continues having a good game. Let's look back at what happened in this fixture in Kochi last season.
The Kerala Blasters look to extend their unbeaten run to 8 games as they come up against the Jamshedpur side, who probably feel their performances deserve better results. Just saw, lovely ball point. Diamantakos gets to the other side of J. Emmanuel Thomas, slips the ball across! Wonderful flick from Gianni to put the Kerala Blasters in front.
And the quality of the ball in. And to be fair to the linesman, it's a real difficult decision. But he did just take a little half a yard, a wonder offside. But Kerala Blasters are 1-0 up.
Lovely ball in behind, it's a heavy touch from Pandita. Frantic and kills there. Chukwu! Levels it up for Jamshedpur.
He's still got a lot of work to do, Chukwu here. And look at that for a finish. Wow-wee.
Here he comes, Diamantakos. Sends the keeper the wrong way, poorly done.
Diamantakos has stepped up and sent the goalkeeper the wrong way. 2-1, Kerala Blasters.
Again, cleverly moving into a little bit of space that he just opened up. Jinson's up ahead of him. Plays a little 1-2. Luna, lovely play. Nice in the back heel. Luna! What a goal!
He's going to rely on everybody to put it on a plate. 3-1 Kerala Blasters.
And what an incredible goal that was. A team goal like never before. And while we speak about Jamshedpur as well, we talk about the likes of Pranay Halder and Chima Chukwu, but there's another player, Imran Khan, most number of recoveries in that first match week. How much does that energy, how much is it? It's very important to stop the likes of Kwame Pepra and Daisuke.
Yeah, there's that defensive role, but going forward, Jamshedpur need movement. They need movement to go forward and support those front 3 players. You could almost say it's like 7 players defensively and 3 up top in charge of attacking. But down the wings, Imran Khan, he's had a great start.
Well, we've always seen Kerala start on a good note, but they fall in the middle. But is this the season for them to begin that, to change that? And here's the game coming up for you guys.